I'm Uncle Karen. Welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm gonna do a little what I eat in a day. I've always wanted to make one of these videos, but I'm currently living with my parents in my childhood home, so it's kind of hard for me to actually give like an interesting video about this topic because, you know, I wasn't cooking, I wasn't making things because my mom would be cooking. So I'm just gonna take advantage of the fact that my parents are not at home. I'm gonna have to cook everything on my own today, and I just wanted to share with you guys what exactly I would eat if I were to make food by myself. I love cooking. It's honestly a lot of fun, but I've been working really hard these past couple of weeks at my job, so I haven't really had the chance to really like get into it because cooking does take a little bit of time and energy. But I'm gonna do it today because it's a Friday and I really just don't want to do work and I'm just procrastinating. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please make sure to give it a thumbs up because it'll help me out a lot, and subscribe down below. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I have an hour until my next meeting, so let's go make some granola because that is honestly my favorite thing to eat. I don't buy cereal anymore because making granola is just, it's healthier because you can control what goes inside. It's not as sweet because you're not using any processed sugar. So I'm here getting my oats. You can just pretty much add whatever you want inside and it just tastes really good. Plus you save a lot of money. But yeah, let's go make some granola today. Okay, I'm crouching down because there is no other way to angle my camera in my kitchen. So basically for granola, you have the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients. And the dry ingredients, usually you can just put anything you want, from oats to dried fruit and all of that. But I don't have dried fruit, so my standard granola is just oats. I have like this big bag from Costco, like you can buy like 2 of these big boys for like 10 bucks. And then I put chia seeds. I also got this from Costco, and unsweetened coconut. Now the thing is with coconut, it burns super easily, so you want to toast that by itself either in the beginning or after. I do it after. Yeah, those are the dry ingredients. And then today for my wet ingredients, you want some type of oil, so I use grapeseed oil because I realized that this makes it a lot crispier. I also use either this or olive oil. Either one is fine. Coconut oil works really well too, but from my experience, it doesn't come out as crispy. And I have vanilla extract, some honey, and then chocolate powder. So I want to make chocolate granola today, and espresso powder because that accentuates the chocolate taste. At least it does in chocolate chip cookies, but I use it in my granola too. So the wet ingredients, I put them in a saucepan and I just like use a little bit of heat so that all of the ingredients can just mold together and all of the tastes will synthesize. There's also no set of like measurements that I use for granola. I use like this 1/4 measuring cup, and then I basically just eyeball it and put it in the pan. So I'm gonna put 1/4 cup of grapeseed oil here. Oh, don't spill. I do a little bit over 1/4 cup of honey. Put the oil first before the honey because then the honey just comes right off the measuring cup. I add in the chocolate powder. I also just eyeball this. I have like this little spoon, but maybe I'll just put like 4 spoons inside, like 4 heaping spoons. And then this, maybe I'll add like around a teaspoon. And then the vanilla extract is probably also just a teaspoon as well. Oh, I forgot. You also want to add cinnamon because this tastes so good in granola. So yeah, you just put it on low heat. So maybe about a minute or so. So yeah, once the liquid ingredients are all melted, you want to get like a big bowl, and you're gonna mix all the ingredients inside and make granola. I also just kind of eyeball this. I'm sorry, there is no exact measurement. A little trick that I do is that I kind of look at the wet ingredients and then I kind of just estimate whether or not the wet ingredients are enough to coat all of the dry ingredients. So I'm gonna pour this into the bowl. I also put some chia seeds. I don't want to put too much this time because I tend to put too much and then my stomach would kind of hurt every time I eat granola because I think there's just too much fiber. So maybe just like a quarter cup. That's it. And then you pour in the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. And then you mix it all together. So instead of using the big oven, I'm gonna use my convection oven because what a convection oven is that it circulates the hot air evenly, I think, inside the oven. Basically, it can help bake it more evenly, I think. So I use this pan and some parchment paper on it. You want to put just enough so that it creates a thin, even layer. You don't want to clump it all up, otherwise like some granola bits won't be cooked as properly. And then once that's done, you just pop it in the oven. So this is my convection oven right here. And you just pop it in 320-ish, 25 minutes. So I'm gonna do that 2 times with my second batch because I made quite a lot. So I'll see you guys when it's all done. I low-key almost burned the first batch, so this is my second batch. The thing is with chocolate, it's kind of tricky. Chocolate tends to like burn the granola a lot more than if I wasn't using chocolate. But this is what it looks like. This one is like, it's not too burned, like it's still edible, but it's like darker than I intended it to be. So yeah, I suggest that you leave it for like 20 minutes, not 25, which is how I did before. It's still like kind of soft, but if you leave it, then it'll harden up as you go. Like for this is already cooled and you see how it formed clusters. Now that all of the granola is out, I'm gonna use the unsweetened coconut and I'm gonna toast this for like 5 minutes. That's like more than enough, I think, because coconuts burn easily. And then you pop it in the oven and you set it for like 5 minutes or so. Ooh, perfectly brown. So you guys, 5 minutes is more than enough. And then now I transfer it into some glass jars.
How come the sky at night makes me this way? Why you so far away? Galaxy cast away. Watching you hopelessly. Why aren't you?
So now I'm gonna eat this while I attend my 11 a.m. meeting. But let's try it first. So good. Chef's kiss. Okay, so now it is currently 1:22 p.m. and I just finished my meetings for the day, so I'm gonna go eat lunch. So right now I'm trying to cook like some type of salad with beef on top because I need my protein. So I sliced the beef into pieces and I put it in a Tupperware like this, and then I season it like as a marinade. Okay, so my camera kind of broke, so I'm filming this on my iPhone. I'll get that fixed another time. I think it just needs some time to take a break. So basically I have my beef here and then I'm gonna marinate it with soy sauce. There is this all-purpose vegetable umami seasoning that I actually got from the company and it's actually pretty good. It's supposed to be like a soy sauce / fish sauce substitute. So I'm gonna put that in my beef and see if it tastes good. And then this is already pretty salty and it's like an umami taste, so then I'm gonna even it out with some honey. And I'm gonna cut up some onions too and I'm gonna put in the pan. And I'm gonna put in the grapeseed oil that I used for my granola earlier and put it in the pan. Just a little bit, you know, not too much. And then you saute the garlic in. And you don't want it to get too brown before you put the beef in because otherwise the garlic will get really brown or like burned, and you don't want burnt garlic. So I'm gonna put this inside the pan.
I'm never really satisfied. Looking at the paradise, yeah, without you by my side. Imagine I walk through your doorway. Imagine skipping all the foreplay. Imagine all the stars in one place.
So it's done, and then I cut up some bean sprouts, cucumbers, and lettuce for my salad. So now I just put the beef on top. Ta-da! And there you have it, beef salad. So I finished eating lunch and now I am just sitting on my couch and I am now researching which cameras to buy because my camera actually broke. Like what happened is that like now if I turn it on, you can't see anything on the screen. And then I think it doesn't turn on anymore. Like it shut off even though I didn't turn it off. And now if I press the on button, it won't even go back in. I can go to the store to get it fixed, but I kind of don't want to spend that much money. And I was looking to buy a new camera anyway because I'm not really too happy with the G7X Mark II. I mean, it was a good camera though, but the fact that the autofocus is always like drives me crazy. I think I'm gonna just look for a new camera. I was kind of looking into the Canon EOS M50, but it's not on sale yet and I kind of don't want to drop 700 bucks on a new camera, so we'll see what happens. That's why I'm researching online right now. It is currently like 6-ish and I'm getting kind of hungry again, so I'm gonna make dinner. So what I'm planning to do for dinner is just eat some leftovers realistically because cooking just takes so much time. And before my parents left me to fend for myself at home, my mom actually cooked some food for me and left it in the fridge, so I think I'm gonna eat some of those. But I'm also gonna cut up some broccoli. I actually haven't eaten rice in a really long time because I get full really quickly, and so I found that I don't really need to eat starchy carbs in order to be full. Like I'm okay with just eating vegetables. So I'm gonna cook this. And then you just put it on your stove. I wait for it to boil, which takes like a minute, and then I put the broccoli in and then I boil it for 3 minutes. While I'm waiting for the pot to boil, I'm gonna take out my fridge. I'm gonna take out the leftovers from my fridge. I'm gonna eat, this is leftover vermicelli, like rice noodles, fried rice noodles that my mom made. And then this is pastel tutup. Pastel is like an Indonesian, it's like it reminds me of an empanada. In California, that's pretty common, but in Indonesia, it's called pastel. So my mom made it into a baked version where you don't necessarily have the skin, but you just put it in the oven and baked it. So I'm gonna eat that. While I wait for the microwave, I usually take these vitamin C gummies. Not sponsored, but I was working with this company like a month back, I think. So just to reassure you guys, all of the things that I endorse on my Instagram, if you guys have seen me endorse this product, literally anything I endorse on Instagram are things that I would use myself. Just letting y'all know. So I have the bihun goreng, which is what my mom made, and then the baked pastel or pastel tutup, that's what my mom calls it. I only have a little bit because I'm hungry, but you know, not that hungry. And then I have ayam rebus or steamed chicken, boiled chicken, and then the boiled broccoli. Bon appetit! So good. I keep saying that for all of my food, but all my food is so good. Honestly, it doesn't look put together, but it's all very good individually, therefore they are good together. I don't know if that counts, but yeah. This is for dessert. This is my mom's chiffon cake, pandan chiffon cake. the best. Okay, and that is all I eat in a day. Basically, I stopped eating after dinner and I don't really eat anything into the night. So usually right about now, I would just go take a shower, brush my teeth, and just enjoy the rest of my night without eating. So that is all I eat in a day. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already, and subscribe down below if you like videos like this one. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!